A very good morning to all of you. Education is not about proximity to institutions, but access to opportunity. With this belief, it is our privilege to warmly welcome you to the International Conference on Emerging Trends and Challenges in Open, Distance, Digital, and Blended Learning. All who are present here, your presence today enriches this global platform dedicated to dialogue, innovation, and inclusive educational transformation. Today, we warmly welcome our esteemed chief guest, Shri Ashish Sood ji, Honorable Education Minister of Delhi. Sir, on behalf of University of Delhi, on behalf of School of Open Learning, we heartily welcome you and मुझे ये कहते हुए बहुत ही खुशी हो रही है कि आशीष जी is also alumnus of University of Delhi. We have with us Professor Yogesh Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Delhi, जिनकी लीडरशिप में और जिनकी वजह से ये सब प्रोग्राम संभव हो पाया. Sir, we heartily welcome you, sir. We have with us Dr. Tony Mace, Director Education, Commonwealth of Learning, Professor Ganesh Kanivaran, Director National Assessment and Academic Council, Accreditation Council, NAC, Mr. Shannon West, Deputy Director, British Council, Dr. Tarun, Secretary General, International Council for Open and Distance Education, Professor Balram Pani, Dean of Colleges, University of Delhi, Professor Rajni Abhi, Director, South Campus, University of Delhi. We heartily welcome you, sir. Before I move on to other dignitaries, I am so happy to inform you that our meritorious students and their parents are also present here. I'll request all the students to please get up once. Please stand up. Please give a big round of applause. Thank you so much. All these meritorious students are, please sit down. All these meritorious students are above 8.5 CGPA in their previous exam. So we heartily welcome our meritorious students to this grand conference. We have with us various vice chancellors of open universities, directors, registrars, Professor Ami Upadhyay, Professor Ghanta Chakrapani, Professor Tankeshwar Kumar, Professor Santosh Panda, Mr. Rajinder Tripathi, Professor Sanjay Mishra, Professor Prajesh Roy from School of Open Learning and Professor Pramod Tiwari from School of Open Learning, Professor C.R.K. Murthy, Dr. O.P. Sharma, Mr. Dikshant Avasthi, academic council members, executive council members, governing body members of School of Open Learning and governing body members of Open Learning Development Center of University of Delhi, directors, deans, principals of various colleges, heads, professors, officials of University of Delhi, some DUTA members I can see here, and all meritorious students, along with their parents, student interns, and all the delegates who are present here. I once again heartily welcome you all. I would like to begin by reflecting on a profound statement that embodies the spirit of School of Open Learning, University of Delhi, our institutional mottos. The motto of School of Open Learning is Sa Vidya Ya Vimuktai. That is knowledge which liberates. So it's just not professional competence, but enlightenment of the soul, which we recognize as our motto and would like to transfer it to our students. Our motto for University of Delhi, Nishtha Dhriti Satyam. Nishtha, dedication, Dhriti, perseverance, Satyam, truth. Taken together, these three words form a timeless guiding principles: steadfast dedication, unwavering perseverance, and commitment to truth are the foundation of genuine learning and lasting progress. As we gather here today, scholars, practitioners, and innovators, this motto inspires us to uphold these values, not just in words, but in our research, in our teaching, and our collaborations. It calls us to pursue truthful inquiry, to support learners with dedicated efforts, and to persistently transform challenges into opportunities. At the heart of School of Open Learning lies a vision that goes beyond classroom and textbook, vision rooted in textbook, a vision rooted in equal opportunity, dignity, and hope. Since its establishment in 1962, SOL has been a beacon of accessible education, especially for those who could never have dreamed of a university degree. But School of Open Learning is now the hope for all those students. Maybe because of financial hardship, for family responsibilities, or geographical isolation, some of the students or most of the students are not able to pursue their university degree. Today, the vision of School of Open Learning continues through flexible distance learning that allows learners to study from their homes, workplace, or fields without having to uproot their lives. For many students from villages, small towns, slums, tribal areas, SOL represents for more than a degree, it's a lifeline. It offers affordable education that makes learning, higher learning possible, even for families struggling to make their ends meet. It provides flexible learning that accommodates work, family, duties, and other responsibilities, ensuring that no learner is left behind simply because they cannot afford regular campus classes. Through printed study material, online resources, multiple study centers, SOL reaches to those whose dreams might otherwise have remained distant. Beyond practical support, its impact is deeply personal and emotional. Many of our learners are first-generation graduates, young men and women who once felt their future was beyond reach. For them, SOL is not just a university program, but a gateway to self-respect, confidence, and new possibilities. Imagine a young woman in a remote village, in a remote area, juggling household duties, maybe marriage responsibilities also, and schooling, feeble schooling in the village school or in a school somewhere, finally able to pursue her bachelor degrees through SOL. Or imagine a youth from an under-resourced neighborhood who can study and prepare for competitive exam without sacrificing daily wages. This is the transformative power of inclusive education, turning struggle into aspiration and aspiration into achievement. SOL began with about 900 students in 1962 and has grown to enroll hundreds and thousands of students in its program and making it India's largest, one of the largest distance learning bodies. Today, we enroll 4.5 lakh students, and due to our territorial jurisdiction, all these students are from Delhi. Once we move on to online education, this territorial jurisdiction will no longer be a bar. As far as diversity of students is concerned, then I can say that these students are all from all stratas of the society. First-generation learners, students just out of school and barely passed with 33% marks, they are also our students. There are students with 90 to 95% marks, they are also our students. Married ladies, professionals, civil servants, army officers, even retired persons, sports persons, they are also our students. And I'm pleased to inform that in the last session, 5 of our students, they secured the merit and topped University of Delhi list, and 5 students got the gold medal in University of Delhi. By implementing NEP 2020 principles, SOL is not just updating its curriculum, it's transforming the very nature of distance education to make it more accessible, equitable, and academically robust. We are ensuring that the learners from all walks of life, including those who could not attend a regular campus due to socio-economic barrier, can now access NEP-aligned, high-quality higher education without any distinction, without any disparity. The synergy between NEP's vision and SOL's mission exemplifies how policies and practice can come together to expand educational opportunities, strengthen learners' outcome, and uphold our commitment to inclusive knowledge creation. It is within this context only that the International Conference on Emerging Trends and Challenges in Open, Distance, Digital, and Blended Learning, ODDBL, reimagining the educational landscape has been conceived. At a time when education systems across the world are being reshaped and rapid technological, pedagogical, and societal changes, this conference provides an important international forum to examine emerging trends, share best practices, and reflect on the challenges that will define the future of education. This conference brings together national and international educators, researchers, policymakers, institutional leaders, and industry stakeholders to engage in meaningful dialogue on the future of open, distance, digital, and blended learning. Aligned with the vision of national education policy, it emphasizes equity, access, quality, and lifelong learning through flexible, learner-centric model. Key discussions focus on artificial intelligence in personalized learning, automated assessment, ethical and policy issues in ODDBL, blended learning for engagement and employability, along with mobile learning, digital literacy, and innovative assessment practices. As a meaningful academic lead-up to this conference, 4 pre-conference workshops were organized yesterday to strengthen pedagogical practices, institutional readiness, and professional capacities in open and distance education. Collectively, yesterday, nearly 32 different universities, the vice chancellors, registrars, and directors of 32 different universities all across India, as well as we had representation from International Council for Open and Distance Learning, and all these we did a brainstorming meeting, and the outcome of that meeting is quite fruitful. We made a consortium of international consortium of open and distance learning institutions. I'm very happy that it is not only the higher education institution, because we need synergy between the school learning as well as in the open learning also. School open learning and the higher education learning also. So it is really fortunate that NIOS representatives were also there in that consortium meeting. And finally, we are able to launch our International Consortium of Open and Distance Learning Institutions with a strategic partner of International Council of Open and Distance Learning, representation from the International Council of Open and Distance Learning. We have Dr. Tarun with us. And I would also like to congratulate the consortium members that they are now in the hands of able leadership. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir Professor Yogesh Singh, is going to preside over the consortium. With these words, I would again like to welcome all of you, and it's my great honor actually to welcome all the dignitaries on the dais and all the dignitaries who are present here, who are gathered here on emerging trends and challenges in open distance digital learning, digital and blended learning conference. I once again heartily welcome you on behalf of University of Delhi, on behalf of School of Open Learning, on behalf of Campus of Open Learning and Department of Distance and Continuing Education. Thank you.